a whole video recorded and everything, but I encountered a problem because I don't have an Apple laptop and I only use iMovie on my phone. I could not edit my video that I recorded on my phone. My apologies. So I downloaded a different app I could use on my laptop, which then also turned out to be crap because I edited the whole video and got everything done. But the app was like, oh yeah, if you want to save this, by the way, you're gonna have to pay, and I don't have the money to pay for it. So obviously I'm gonna have some things to deal with, but nothing that I guess can't be fixed. Also, that is pretty much why I'm doing this right now. I am filming from my phone, so it's moving around. Sorry for that. I can't really change that right now because my video is supposed to be up tomorrow in literally less than 24 hours, and I am currently, I cannot use what I have. So I made a little note card of all the things I wanted to discuss in this video because I'm gonna be comparing college to high school. So this is my little list of things I'm gonna be comparing. Don't know if you can read any of this, but basically it's just gonna be classes, friends, food, and transportation. So it should be a pretty okay video, right? So let's try it. So also apologies for the bad acoustics or audio. I have to have my AC blasting because my car is old. It gets hot like all the damn time, and it takes a lot of time to cool down. There we go. Gotta hit that sweet spot for that AC. And I have also my top window down, or well, up, because it only goes up to get some ventilation going through here. But I think I'm gonna close that for now because it's just adding in a lot of heat. So yeah, let's start. So first thing I wanted to discuss with you of the difference between high school and college, which by the way, I'm gonna compare them on each point, is classes. So classes, for high school you usually get like this paper, or at least I did. So in high school I got a like pink or whatever color paper. The papers were always like a different color depending on what grade you were in. So freshmen got, let's say, green, while sophomores got, let's say, blue. And then also you get a different paper if you were into like in the AP program or if you were just in regular classes. So that's your only difference though. If you were in AP or regular, that was like the biggest difference. But yeah, so we just got a paper where we had all the classes and we could literally just choose them. So A, we had our basic classes that we all needed, you know, like Algebra 1, Algebra 2, I don't know, some people needed chemistry, I did not, so I was like, yes, don't have to take that. Then, you know, like all these basic classes. Something I did not know in high school was that I could actually look up and see, like, rate my teacher. I'm not sure if that would have actually still gone for my teachers in my high school, but I mean, I knew most of my teachers that would be teaching the class and didn't really mind it. Like, who taught the class I didn't care about. I cared more about how hard the class was going to be for me. So yeah, class-wise, high school is a lot more strict. You have like a little template, or at least I did. You have a little template of just, these classes are available and that's it. Versus in college, you still have the template, but it's much, much bigger because now majors, minors, and all that jazz come into play. So for college, you don't get a paper, it's all online. So for me, we use Canvas which is like our, just our like class home. And then we use Portal to look at our past classes, our grades, our GPA, then register for a new semester. So in Portal, you, with your classes, can easily like, you register for a new semester, and then you find classes, you talk to your advisor mainly, find out what classes you need, what classes you want, and all that good stuff. So like in college, you talk to your advisor pretty much at all times if it's about anything you wanted to change or do with your educational plan. Because all college is just education. In high school, it's still a lot more like you get the whole clubs, activities, fun classes. In college, I would definitely say it's a lot more you just attend to gain education. That's literally it. You don't attend it for anything else at all. So classes, there you would have to meet up with your advisor, talk about like, all right, this is how many classes I want to take this semester, because you can take, I think, like any amount, but probably nobody goes above 5 classes, because in college, every semester has, a semester is like, it's like from August to November. So it's just a few months. I think it's like 15 weeks, and then during the summer, a full term semester is like 12 weeks, and so on and so forth. Versus, you know, with high school, most classes are the full year. Versus, like, besides a couple classes, but anyways. So, in college, you will meet up with your advisor, talk about how many classes you want to have during the semester, if any of them can be short term, or class, how many of those you want to be, like, related to your major, and how many of those you just want to be, so you can actually, like, explore other subjects where you might be good at, because that's also important in college. You are trying to figure out what you're going to do with essentially the rest of your life. So it's kind of important to try new things and find out if you like new things. So that's, for example, is why, like, for my summer semester, I'm doing statistics, and I'm also going to be doing, or well, I am doing environmental science. Those of you that know, I'm all about the zero-waste lifestyle, and I love environmental things. So I thought, you know, environmental science might be something I like. So yeah, class-wise, college is a lot more mature and ahead of the time, versus high school is a lot more, okay, so you live in a cage, or well, you're taught in a cage and are only allowed to do these things. Here's a list of 10 things you can choose from. Like 6 of which that are already pre-chosen for you. Next, friends. So friends I thought was a pretty important deal to talk about, because friends in general are pretty different high school to college. In high school, I always kind of looked at friends like this. No matter like what, for any of your classes, you're always going to have some sort of friend group. Even if it's just the people you like talk to about like the crappy things about the class. You're always going to have somebody to talk to in the class. It's always going to happen, right? And every class, you have like your different friend group, you're kind of a different personality, that kind of thing. And that's completely normal, but I'm just saying, like, you have such, in high school you have like little clubs in every class, and then once the year's over or the class is over, those clubs tend to disappear, because A, you don't have a reason to be in the same room anymore. B, unless you like hung out outside of school, there's really no guarantee of you hanging out now. And C, in high school you're all gonna mature, and you're probably not gonna get along over the next couple of years, because high school is like puberty central, or at least from what I experienced it was. So college, on the other hand, is very different. In college, it's kind of consistently like, yep, that's my hot damn wipers. My car is so bad. My windshield wipers, unless there's like a ton of rain on the windshield, sound like they're dying. Okay. So, friends in college is kind of like the end. It's the whole time kind of like the end of a high school class. Unless you actually go to a person and talk to them and bond, you're not going to find a friendship. In college, there's no point for anyone in the class to be friends. You're all there for one singular reason, to pass the class. That's it. And passing is a C. So like, there's literally no point for you to talk to anyone in the class. So if you want to make friends, you really got to open up, you know, jump that border of feeling anxious and uncomfortable talking to different people, and just talk to them. The first time I did that was with a friend in my ethics class. Literally the first class I walked in on, or I walked into, like the first class meeting, I was like, oh, this is like terrible. No. The first class I had for ethics was pretty weird. I walked in and like every desk had like at least 1 or 2 people, and then there's one desk that didn't have anyone yet besides like one girl. And so I decided to sit next to her, because I was like, well, it can't be any worse, right? And so I sat next to her and I started talking to her. I was like, so what's your major? Like, that's the atypical question to start out a conversation in college. What's your major? Or why are you taking this class? Is it just an elective, or is it actually for your major? So yeah, anyways, her and I are now still friends, and I'm very many classes away from that now. So it's the kind of thing where you just gotta bond. You know, in college you really gotta mature up and talk to someone. You're not gonna be forced to talk to them, and there's no actual reason to pass the class to talk to someone. So you gotta be the mature one, talk to them, and actually bond a friendship. Thirdly, food. So the food is pretty different because in high school, it's very sad because it's just, I used to call my school the prison because they had like pretty limited options and it wasn't really that great. They had like a little subway station, but I don't eat Subway, so anywho, in high school, from my experience, school was the equivalent of sad. It wasn't really that great. It was barely meeting like nutritional needs versus college. So college, because it's a private entity, they can actually have like their own good food where they have cooks cook in front of you. And then they also have little restaurants in the college, on the college campus often. And then around the college, there's always going to be a whole bunch of restaurants because what is the one thing you can guarantee when you have a college? A bunch of students are going to be hungry throughout the day. They're going to come to your place if they like your food. So there's always a bunch of restaurants around colleges because there's hundreds of students there every single day. And guess what? Probably at least one of them is going to be hungry. So yeah, basically in college food is much better because there's much more competition versus in high school where there's literally no competition. It's a private, or well, it's not a private, it's a public entity. So they literally, the government owns it. So the government has no incentive to make the food any better. In college, there's actual restaurant, like it's private, so you gotta pay to go there, which means people are automatically gonna like better restaurants are gonna be there, just better food's gonna be there because you aren't guaranteed any food. You're paying for everything you're getting. So it's a lot more competition. Now lastly, transportation. This one is actually a pretty big one. In high school, I drove the bus for the majority of the time until I could drive. And let me just tell you, driving the bus in high school is the absolute most pain I can think of. It was no fun for me whatsoever. I didn't enjoy it. It was very hot and sweaty, and we had just, it was no fun. I didn't like it. It wasn't my thing. So then, in college, you don't have that. You got your own car. You gotta find some way. So basically, high school, you still get a lot of help to gain transportation. Like you're most likely gonna have a bus close to you that's gonna be able to get you to school on time. And if not that, then you can probably get your own license, or your parents can drive you. You can do something. But you're also gonna have to have reasons for you being late. So if you drive the bus, obviously your reason's gonna be like, oh, well, my bus driver was late. Oh, we drove around a car crash. You know, you're gonna have a reason. You're not gonna get in trouble. Versus college, you don't get in trouble for coming late, but you do effing get like the look of like, why did you come in late? And a lot of professors will ask like, please don't do that. Like if you're gonna be late, if you're gonna be super, super, super late, just don't come to class. So yeah, I'm just gonna say college is definitely better with more freedom, but it also means, because it has more freedom, that you are responsible for a lot more of your own choices, like what are you gonna eat, how are you gonna get there, how are you gonna pay for it, and none of that is really in high school. In high school, it's all already there. Like you're really just living to graduate. But yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much my high school versus college comparison. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's probably not that great video, but yeah. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, hit that bell, and smile away. No, but seriously, please always subscribe. You know it means the world to us. Every single time we see one more subscriber, we always get super excited. Honestly, one time, at some point at the end of the video, just gotta edit in like a picture of us screaming screaming in our chat about how excited we are to gain one more subscriber. So thank you guys so much for that. Your support is so amazing. And like I said, make sure to like, subscribe, comment.